All right, a couple highlights from GreatStockPicks.com live trading chat room on Wednesday, February 9th. Boyd Gaming was really strong yesterday. You can see the big gap up there. So today, kind of had it on watch, and look what it did. This is a great setup. This is the opening candle from today. Nice narrow setup. So you've got a strong stock. You gap down a little bit, but you've got a nice narrow range for the morning. Okay, so this is one I don't like calling high of day breaks, but this is a scenario when I didn't mind calling one because you had a potential of kind of a second wave once you realized sellers weren't pushing this down at all. So we called this on a break of its early high, 1238. Worst case stop below the low of the day, 1224. So in other words, it would have had to have broken the high of the day where we're going to enter it, and then turned around and taken out the low of the day almost immediately for us to have a quick loss on some money there. So I liked the odds. I liked the narrow range, 1238. Again, 1224 stop. And as you can see, triggered, meandered for a little bit, and then went and took out yesterday's high, and then the market I think got a hold of it. But from 1238 to 1278, a nice 40-cent move. On a pretty tight stop because it had that narrow range at the open. Whole Foods, WFMI, basing nicely like this. Again, another high of day break. I don't really like calling these, but nice strong pop yesterday. We knew they had earnings coming out after the bell. So again, when we call stuff, it's for an intraday trade, not to hold into after hours. Although with WFMI, it would have been nice because I think it's trading around 58 right now in after hours. But anyway, because of this tight base, I didn't mind calling the high of day break here. It didn't have a lot in the way to the left, so we called this 53.24. Worst case stop 53.09, so a little over a dime. And there's the high of day break, and from 53.24 over the next 30 minutes to 40 minutes or so, 53.76. So as always, we take profits on the way up, and then look at that strong close too. But I wouldn't have held all the way back to break even. PCX was just selling off all day. Definitely didn't look pretty on the daily either. Well, I'll show you the daily real quick. Looked like it was breaking down, but had some support here. So when it's selling all day, you guys have seen a lot of our videos. When we get this push down, it's almost straight down, and then we get that long 5-minute candle on big volume, I start to look long, and I went ahead and called PCX using a method we teach at, let me get my arrow here, 2381. Right about here. Worst case stop, let's see, about a dime below, I think. And from 2381 made it I don't know, to almost 24.40 before turning back around. So on a dime risk, a real nice move there. Also Avon from today, AVP. Here's the daily. Avon gapped down below recent lows yesterday, and I think you had some shorts caught because they bought that right up yesterday. So when I noticed it today, I actually noticed it kind of late in the day, but I projected this to our members, showed this tight base here, and I said, you know what, above this base, after that, I think we had some shorts caught from yesterday, this still could have some upside over this tight base. And the reason I like the base is because we called the base break. I think I said 28.68, so if it can break up to there with a stop below this candle, 28.62, that's 6 cents risk. And from 28.68, look at that. Ended up closing at the high of the day, 29.47 on 6 cents risk. So even though it was at the highs of the day and it made a big move off of its lows, there was still a lot of money to be had there in Avon. So that was a kind of a late day idea I had. And there were others, but I'm not going to go into them. Those are kind of the highlights from the day. I'm going to stop babbling, and we'll follow up tomorrow night with another highlight video. So have a good night.